Hello, and we are back! The ship has been constructed. I just waited for it so you guys didn't have to. And the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to launch Das Orbiter. Fill all, fill, launch. And we're going to... Oops. Oh, okay, after a minor technical difficulty, we're back. Let's launch. Fill all, fill, launch. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. We're in. Okay. So that was an interesting little oops. So, SAS is on. We'll simplify that staging a little bit. And I think we're good to go. Full throttle. Up we go. So, we'll finally get ourselves into orbit. For this... What? Can I just run test? No, I can't just run test. Whoops. Bring throttle down a little bit. We don't want to waste too much fuel here. We can start tipping over slightly for a gravity turn. Want to be careful with it because we don't want to tip over too far and suddenly start flipping out. But I think we're good here. Okay. Up we go, up we go, up we go. Full throttle there for the moment, and then we do this stage. We start tipping over a little bit further. I'll push that out even further. Start doing a much nicer than usual gravity turn. Really start to tip it over a little bit. Shut that engine off now. And we're now too high to test that little thud engine out, which is fine. We can work on that later. Let's see. We'll speed up. We're still facing the correct way. Very good, very good. Any moment we will be in space. We're no longer flying according to that, but that's fine. I'm not actually too concerned about testing that engine at the moment. How is the food going? Life support is perfectly adequate right now. So, full throttle again. This will start getting some of that burn out of the way. I want to push that further forward. There, that's good. We need this stage, a stage only. Oh, that's out. So now we go to that stage. Try to keep the apoapsis just slightly in front of us. I should have grabbed the engineering things, but I don't have that stuff because that would make it a lot easier to figure out when we're getting into orbit. We're getting there. We have plenty of fuel to do this with. Just trying to push the apoapsis in front of us slowly. And reduce throttle. There we go. We're in orbit. Contract complete. Orbit Kerbin. Nah, you'd be staying in space. So the recovery team is somewhere. Kind of sucky. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll finish in orbit, because we only have like 2 hours of electricity. We don't have long in terms of electricity at all. Ooh. Of happenings. So we'll just do a quick crew report for nothing. We'll do the Science Junior for a grand total of 5 science. Then we'll just observe Dynastry Goo for not much either. Now the big thing that we're going to get is because we can now do an EVA. And I wonder how long the electric charge lasts on this, because that's a hell of an electric charge. It's actually more than what's on the command pod, I think. No, it's about the same as on the command pod. 91.8, 91.8. Oh, that's this stage. Okay. Ah, so we've got 5 hours worth of... well, 6 hours worth of everything here in EVA. That's a good thing. We'll take the EVA report. We'll take the science that comes with it. And we'll go back in. Boo-doo. Oh yeah, this is a lot longer. And yet, if we hit the life support... that's still only 2 hours. Well, the rest of this is 2 days. So I wonder why this only registers as 2 hours, when there's so much more power in there than is otherwise. It's a bit of a mystery for the ages, isn't it? Oh well. So we just won't be doing like long-term orbits at this early stage. So we'll speed time up because I want to come to about this area here with the periapsis and start decreasing our orbital velocity. I kind of want to see how close to the space center I can land. We'll get a bit closer yet still. Yeah, we've got enough for like 5 or 6 orbits in terms of power. Plenty of food. Okay, so let's start turning this thing around. Whoop, a bit too far. SAS is on. And full throttle. We can now shut that off. Has some fuel left, but we're just going to ditch it early. Yeah, we'll just ditch it early. You go off that way. So you stay away from us. Whoop. Okay, we're now in the atmosphere. There is no heat shield on the bottom of that thing, so let's hope that there's enough. Let's hope that there's enough. Now, one thing I'm kind of amazed by is that there should have been a speed record contract. Yeah, right there. Speed of 2,500, but we didn't get that contract done. So I guess it mustn't have been that important. Oh well. Hopefully it's not that important. We'll speed things up. Rather shallow drop in. Hopefully nothing burns off. We'll see. Suppose we will be seeing. This will be relatively close back to the station. The space center. kind of weird it's like the only buildings in the area. I could use the mod that adds buildings and stuff. Maybe I'll use the... Did that thing just burn up? Uh-oh. No, it doesn't say it's damaged here. It just suddenly turned black. That's a bit discomforting. Whee! I think we'll be good on heat, though. I'm reasonably sure we'll be good on heat. Oh, balls. Hey, look! It's the correct color again! Yeah, we're not turning the correct way back again now, so... Okay, we appear to be good. Good. Yay. Good. Okay. Whoops. Not what I wanted to have happen. Wee. Roll over. Whoops. That was a rollover, alright. There we go. So yeah, it's not particularly well balanced for that re-entry. Not that that appears to be that much of a problem, so we'll speed everything up. Just SAS it. At 2,000 meters, we hit the parachutes. Parachute still deployed, so despite it turning black on re-entry, it's still a good parachute. That's a good sign. And I forgot to restart my timer. Come on. Oh, fine, whatever. We'll just go in nose first. Whee! Still can't quite bring it around, can we? But if we do that... Nope. We're going in nose first. Have fun, Jeb. Don't drown. Now, one nice thing with the simulation is that it means that Jeb doesn't die, because I've killed Jeb before by accident, that's for sure. Yeah. Oh, yes, what was I saying earlier? About the buildings being around the KSC with the one mod. You can have buildings and stuff and lights on the surface. I always found it funny that there's this massive residential or industrial commercial area right by the Space Center, because it's like, on the off chance that something just kind of goes off and explodes somewhere after it hits the ground, which happens a lot in Kerbal Space Program, wouldn't that mean you wouldn't really want a giant population base right nearby where you're launching everything? Just maybe. You never know. So let's recover that. And what do we get? We got 48 science. That's good. Got some money back, and we got Jeb, who is now advanced to level 1, which will be handy. And we go to here, and stage destroyed. Whoops. Explore the Mun. So let's grab this contract here for some extra money and for an objective to do with the next episode. We've got 48 science, and all of this requires 45. Now my alarm clock is going off. Okay. So we've got aviation. If I'm correct, we are researching basic science. I need 90 for electrics. We could use this for the flight control and to get the scriptable control system. So let's make sure that we are researching what I think we're researching by going to here, to tech. We do have basic science, and we are researching flight control. So we can go to here. This is a check. This is a check. We can get advanced rocketry, which gives me bigger engines, and that Terrier engine, as well as general construction, which doesn't get me those wonderful, useful things. So we're going to go with advanced rocketry to get bigger fuel tanks. More useful fuel tanks. There we go. That'll be 45 days from now. And then after that, we follow it up with the electrics, so that we can have solar panels, which we'll need to make a communications network. And we'll have this for long-distance communications, which will be important. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. While in the intervening time, what I'm going to do is not upgrades, because we don't have any points for that. I'm going to start time accelerating some of these things, so you all don't have to wait. If I do any of the contracts and stuff, I'll record that, depending what the contracts are. So, see you next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hope you're enjoying.